Santa Clara, California. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 38-yard line.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Number 30 on the carry.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
15 yards on the play, first down.
18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
The pass.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And on the slant, able to find Ayuk. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Javon Hargrave busting through to get him for a loss of 6. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try to apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And one of the things that I think that Derek Carr has really improved in doing since college, his ability to stay in the pocket, things swirling around him, find the right guy, and deliver the ball with accuracy. Derek Carr has great touch when he throws the football.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. A first down and more for Jacobs. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And the Raiders first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 36, Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job standing there.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete to number 8.
From 6 yards away. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point after.
And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right? That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
The 33-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 25-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh shut it down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go,
They'll look to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
First and 10.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Not much there, only a yard.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Well, the second down throw on target. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is third.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Uses the stiff arm. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
24-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
4-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Max Crosby. Able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, a short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And this is 3rd down.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end, and it's 3rd and 5.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Charlie Warner, the tight end, the intended target.
But it'll be second down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. How about that? Their quarterback with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
It is good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 24-yard
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for.
And it'll bring up 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Carr.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And the Raider first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
They run it with Jacobs. And an
free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He was brought down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure pressure on the quarterback, they were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 36 yards on the play. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, there's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have him pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now a throw here, hauled in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw here. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The 20. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Corey Littleton. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Makes the score Niners 20.
Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Raiders.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. And they'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
At their own 11-yard line.
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games?
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Got his target, Samuel. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 89 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gold to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles, stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
The ball carrier.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
And the Raider first down.
And that that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun. Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Defensively.
Operating from the gun. Carr, the open man here, Renfro. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Complete.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr and a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Again, it's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Jacobs now. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Josh Jacobs.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the gun, Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The Niners on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
On the carry.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half two.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless?
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker plugging the rock.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. Well, the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best players know how to be calm in these situations, because you know right now his pulse is like a jackhammer. So how does he rein it in, make sure the team has a little bit of calm, coupled with that sense of urgency? Got to walk that line a little bit, but get it downfield in order to score, and then put the pressure on the guy who kicks the game.
It's been a fun game. It all comes down to this. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Raiders.
Operating from the gun, Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
24-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And this is good. Robbie Gould knocks it through in a pressure spot. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the leg go miss? Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Need it like yes, catch my buzz. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask?